Mark, this is the second H Bus 300 you have here at Milltech Precision Engineering from Matsuura. Why go for the second machine?
Well, when we put on the first machine, it was to try and increase capacity, and it did exactly that. And the growth of the business was so much so that it warranted a second machine. We continue to grow, and we're pretty much maximised out the second machine as well. So,
and what do you actually make here then? On it, let's call it in this cell, because you've got two machines together here in this workshop. What predominantly is the work?
Predominantly valve and manifold bodies is mostly for the oil and gas industry. We try not to say exactly, just them. Like, we look for other work as well, but that is 95% of the work that runs through it.
That can be quite challenging stuff as well. Quite harder materials in a lot of senses, isn't it?
Yeah, most of the stuff we run is stainless. Like, pretty high tolerances on there, as you can imagine.
And running it through the night, no problems?
Well, absolutely no problems. That's the aim of these machines, is to run completely through the night, 24/7, and yeah, that's exactly what we do to get the capacity out.
So what I want to find out during this video is, firstly, why you would buy this style of machine. What's the reason that a company like yours goes for this machine with lots of pallets, lots of tools? What does it give you?
I mean, previous to these, we ran most things just through typical milling machines, and what this allowed us to do was to really reduce our costs. Our machining cost, but then to be able to pass that on to the customer as well. The cost of parts to the customer is a huge saving here, and we're very competitive now, certainly against European partners as well, and even looking at Chinese counterparts. So,
when it comes to the operation of the machines here in this cell as well, then how many bodies do you need in here in order to keep this lot going?
We predominantly have one loader for each machine, and then we have a cell manager as well. But as we say, once the machines are loaded, and keeping them loaded at the same speed they're actually machining is relatively easy. It comes the weekend when we run out nearly all 15 pallets, and then on a Monday you have a big job to get them back up and going. But we only run one shift, and that's enough for us to run 24/7 constantly.
And because when we were here, I think it was about 5 or 6 years ago, from memory, there was a lot of vertical machining centres in the site, 3-axis machines. There was a lot of hands, there was a lot of moving of components around. Yeah. How much more productive do you think you are now here in real time as a result of having this unmanned running?
Well, it's hard to put a number on, but massively. In comparison, you're taking some of these jobs that would have been 10 operations and you're bringing them down into 2 operations, and for that, on a standard milling machine is going to be a lot of hands and a lot of movement, changing parts over. So yeah, it's hard to quantify, but it's huge differences to us as a business.